Welcome. Thank you so much for coming here today. So, how many of you are unsure about your career path or what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime? Show of hands here. Okay, so just about everybody. And how many of you are ready to discover your unique gifts and your true calling? Okay, so great. Okay, so I'm Shara Ogin, and I work with women who feel some level of uncertainty around their career path and are looking to make a big impact out into the world and get paid well for doing it. So for most of my adult life, I had a pretty good career. I was in the medical field, and yet I always had some level of uncertainty around my career path. Like I struggled with authority figures, I struggled with my confidence, I struggled with feeling good enough about myself at the end of the day. And I always felt like other people had more going on or were making more money, or basically I wanted what the other person always had. And I was never satisfied. And a lot of the time I was struggling with finding a different job or the right job. So I spent a lot of time in transition as well. And then about 10 years ago, I had a huge transformation. And this happened. And this was, by the way, after I've been working with psychologists and coaches and 25 years of interpersonal work. But my biggest transformation happened when I entered into a clairvoyant school. And then everything changed. So this was a process of 4 years of me going super deep, shedding my thoughts and limiting beliefs that were not serving me, and tuning into my intuition. And this is when my spiritual awakening happened. Well, let's call it that. That's a funny word, but I'll just call it that. That about 6 to 7 years ago, I had a big shift in my life. And this shift happened when I developed the ability to see precisely what was standing in the way for me and to clear all those old stories and the victim stories and call in what I wanted around love, around career, around my self-concept and my self-confidence, and around having a baby at a very older age. So I'm excited and I'm honored to be here with all of you beautiful ladies to do what I love most, and that is helping you to move the work forward and clear those invisible and subconscious blocks that are in the way. So here's an outline of how today is going to go. We're going to drop in just a moment here into a channeled meditation, and then I'm going to open it up to some one-on-one readings, and then there's going to be a closing where we'll share our takeaways. And then at the very end, I'll be inviting you to a next step opportunity for how you could take this work further into your life. And here's a crazy thing with doing this work. After today, you might notice a few shifts happen, both in your physical body. You might notice things like your spine gets straighter, your head gets more on top of your spine, your breathing expands, and you get more clear. That's my intention. So just a few logistics. If you have any questions, just go ahead and put them in a moment. I'm going to open it up to questions, but then after that, just go ahead and put any questions into the chat that you have for me. And when I work with people one-on-one, then of course the person who I'm working with could unmute themselves and ask questions at any time. I'm going to set the intention here for everybody to receive healing throughout the entirety of this call. That is both for the meditation and for the one-on-one healings. That's why I call these circles synchronicity circles, because I set the intention before I come to call on the people who have a united theme about what they're working with, if that makes any sense, because we live in a law of attraction. Okay, so even if I'm unable to get to you tonight for your question, first of all, come back for another time, because if you come back, if I don't get to you, I'll definitely get to you next time. But just know I'm talking to the collective you as I'm talking to whoever I'm talking directly to. So everybody go ahead and it looks like you're all sitting in a comfortable seat, a meditation posture. And let's all drop in and close our eyes, drop in together. Take a deep breath. And bring yourself into your body, bring yourself inside of your body from wherever you are. And imagine white light coming in through the crown of your head. And this white light is going to come in through the crown of your head. It's going to split at your throat. And it's going to go down your arms and out through your fingertips. And the white light, the white cleansing light, travels down your torso, pelvis, thighs, knees, ankles, feet, and into the earth. Take another moment to let this cleansing energy travel through you. And I want you to imagine that we're here in a circle, the Zoom room circle meeting space. And you're being held by one another, because collectively, I think that's what we all need, to be held at a deeper level by sisters, people who could support you. Because we're all living such busy lives and we're all needing more support. Maybe we have certain kinds of support, but different kinds of supports, like more healing support. We're all in need of more of that. Support from a friend, support from somebody who cares about you. And I could feel it in each one of you here that you all have that, like that giving nature, that generous nature about you. And so what's really neat is you could actually feel it in the field from everybody around you, the supportive energy. So just allow yourself to lean back a little bit more into that. So I was already channeling your energies before I even got onto this call. And what I saw was chaos. Now, don't take that the wrong way, but chaos being a lot going on, a lot of variables, a lot going on in our head. And even though you ladies here are spiritually minded, conscious minded, and very heart open as well, sometimes life throws us off balance. And so one of my intentions for you being here today is to help you to come back into balance. The first step I see that's very important is around grounding yourself. So just imagine bringing your energy from above, like from your head and above, down your body, into your feet and ankles. Imagine that you're wearing ankle weights right now. So your feet and your ankles get very heavy. Imagine that you have red paint and you're painting the soles of your feet right now. Wherever your attention goes, your energy goes. And you're all doing a great job because I could feel all the energy going down your bodies right now. And now I'm going to focus on your hearts. That's what's calling my attention next. You all have such beautiful, listening hearts that just want to come out of you, and very caring about other people. So where it looks like it's lacking is your self-concept, like being more self-loving to yourself. So I'm going to send some of that energy into all of you, self-love. So go ahead and receive that energy into your heart. Setting the intention to be a little bit more kind, a little bit more loving to yourself, at least for the rest of this day. Do know that all my healings continue for, some say 24 and sometimes 48 hours after. So you get the most out of it when you're gentle and kind, not only to yourself, but to the world around you. A few more breaths into your heart. And as you exhale, let go of anything you're holding on to, anything that's standing in the way of you being present. And I'm going to invite you for this call to receive. I think this is one of the epidemics that we have going on right now, where people are giving and doing and overthinking, and we're not necessarily in the energy of reception. And I'll tell you right now, my cup is overflowing, so I have plenty to give to all of you right now. And that's my personal intention, is to help you to fill your cup a little bit more. So go ahead and put yourself into the space of receptivity, reception. That could be receiving love, receiving information, receiving guidance. And back to the word love, just because I see everybody here is sending love out, yet to much more degree than you're sending love in. Take a few more deep, rejuvenating breaths. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Look around at all the beautiful ladies here on this call with us today. A few more just joined us. So the next portion is I'm going to move on to 101 readings and healings. I'm going to put out my psychic screen. It's my imaginary make-believe screen that you all have as well. I'm going to shut my eyes, and I invite you to keep your eyes open. I invite you to keep your arms and legs uncrossed. And I'm going to tune into whoever's question most pertains to the group. This is just an energetic thing. I don't have favorites. And I'm going to ask you for your permission to read your energy, and I'm going to ask you for your question. And I see things in pictures, and so I'll see a picture and then I'll interpret it for you to the best of my ability. And then I usually end with a healing, or I might just end with a collective healing for everybody for time's sake. So, very strange. My camera just got really blurry. I just noticed that. Let me see if I could just change something. Weird. Okay. All right. So show of hands, who would like to ask a question first? Oh, wait, before we even start, does anybody have any questions before we get going? And by the way, don't take anything I say with a grain of salt. Just let it move through you rather than hold on to intensity of anything I say. All right. So raise your hand if you would like to ask a question first. Okay, I saw Cassia's, and I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. So you could go ahead and unmute yourself. And great, thank you for stepping up to the plate. So, okay, so you could go ahead and unmute yourself because I'm going to ask you for your permission. Oh, you're having difficulty unmuting yourself? Okay, darn it. Let's see, who else wants, we'll come back to you then. Who else? Oh, Susan. Okay, it's actually Susan's birthday. So, and I just met her like 15 minutes ago. So, all right. Okay, wait. So, if I have permission to read your energy, do you mind saying I accept this healing?
I accept this healing.
Great. And what could I help you with today? What would you like information or guidance around?
Career, job, future.
My God, nothing. You ask very simple questions, don't you?
Very specific.
Do you want to get a little more specific?
So as I mentioned, I'm turning 60 today, and not that that's the end of my life, but I'm moving into sort of what am I going to do in the next phase of my life. And I don't really have retirement goals, but nor do I have what I want to do between now and retirement. And so I'm kind of at a loss. I'm very uncomfortable and unhappy in my current position, but it pays really well. And as an older employee, I dread the idea of maybe having to go out into the workforce or, job pool. So
Okay, I
really,
got you.
I'd like to stay at my current job if I cannot be so miserable.
Okay. So the first thing I see is around your fifth chakra, which is your throat. This is communication. It's like almost like this noose is holding on so tightly there. And by the way, I saw this image for everybody before I got on the call. Let's say 99% of the people. So like everybody but one person, that there's this line, let's call it the Nile River. And there's like this fear picture that's like, I could stick my big toe in, but I just can't go all the way in. So everybody who's on this call could think about like, what is that? What is that? There's this fear that's deeply holding you back. Specifically for you, Susan, it is what I see is this dynamic with your mother, who of course, very young age, but she told you couldn't have it. It's like you wanted to have like basically any big aspirations, and she told you couldn't have it. As a 6-year-old, that was like you wanted to have a cookie, and she said no, you can't have that, and she like slapped your hand and had this like really manipulative way of having you feel guilty and shamed for even wanting it, for even taking more than your fair share. So I'm just going to do a little bit of reshuffling to clear this energy out. This is one of your main blocks, and hence you haven't actually stepped in to actually believe that you do deserve it, as a metaphor that you do deserve that cookie and more. And hence there is a little tiny bit of hoarding behavior. By that, I mean secretive, like maybe you'll eat the whole cookie and more at home, but not at the Thanksgiving table. No way. So there's a little bit of that. And I'm guessing about 30% of the people on the call could have some resemblance to that, maybe even less. But anyways, let me just clear mother. It's just really strong. It's just like it. She doesn't need to be here anymore. I don't even know if she's alive or dead, but the energy's still there. So, okay. Let me just update the contract. Okay, so the updated contract, and I want you to like hold this. Take it is, I am free to be me, no matter what anybody else tells me. And at a logical level, you freaking know this, but there's a part in you that's stopping you from actually living this. Say, Mom, I am free to be me. You can either say it out loud or say it out loud in your head. And this actually goes for everybody else who has said you can't be blank because of blank. It's like they put the ceiling on you and you believe that. You believe that that was your ceiling of what was good enough and what you could do. Okay. So now, as far as you finding more excitement and passion for this is like, once you release that, and let's just say we release the outer layer of the onion from that, there's still a lot more to go, but that was like the hugest suffocating thing I see for you. The passion piece. Okay, so that will help the passion piece, but that's also a little bit different. So what will help you to have more passion at your current job? Well, the first thing I see is allowing more love in. This not only has to do with self-love. I see you like flowers, like walking out a beautiful like yard and flowers, but there's some like expansion energy. I think this is why I'm seeing it. By this, it's like a big meadow. I'm seeing that's a metaphor because it's so easy to be like home in our isolated little homes and Zooming and all that stuff, you want to expand that out because that expands you out of any kind of like holding on behavior. The holding on behavior is kind of like, I can't let go of the sentimental piece because it has so much meaning and so much energy in it. And that's just a little bit fringing on hoarding, but please don't take offense that I say that, because a lot of other people have that as well. I think the COVID thing kind of increased that energy for a lot of people. It's so easy to just kind of be in, and kind of by in, I also mean like peripheral vision in. Your antidote is out, but I don't mean like go put a million things on your calendar right now. It's more of an energy shift. And I also see that you could possibly have this with a partner as well. And like literally expanding your outlook of what is possible will change everything for you. Yeah. And with that, I'll actually send you the recording because I know that was a lot. How was that for you?
Wow, that was amazing. Because literally right before the call, I was talking to my sister about my issues, and we were talking about my mother, who is alive. And yeah, wow.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to be so vulnerable. And basically, as a reader, I just am reflecting back what you're showing me. So you're actually like helping me out by like, here, Shara, here's what you need to see. So thank you for that. Oftentimes after I do readings with people, I mean, by often, I mean like 95% of the time, like we're doing it on a family member or somebody at work, they'll call or they'll text or they'll email within an hour of the call. It happens all the time. So for you is before, but yeah, anyways, because the energy is in the field, let's just say that. All right. Thank you, my dear. Who would like to go next? Cassia go ahead, see if your voice is working now.
It's working.
Okay. You could tell me I'm saying your name wrong.
Don't worry, it's Kasia, but
okay.
I like how you pronounce it, so it's fine.
Okay, great. Well, just kind of tapping into your energy right now. If I have permission to read your energy, can I hear your, please, if I have permission to read your energy, please say, I accept this healing.
I accept this healing.
Great. And how can I help you today?
I am in a new relationship, but I also, my career is also very important to me. And I'm not fulfilled in that field. And at this point, I'm happy that I have this fulfilling relationship, but I also am afraid that it will take too much space and I'm not going to fulfill my dreams. Plus, about my dreams, I'm also wondering if I'm too stuck on a path that I chose many years ago, and maybe I should change the approach or not to be in the same loop.
Okay, I got you. Do you want to know your biggest boulder right now?
Yes.
Your biggest barrier is this is a karmic theme. This is the record player that keeps playing. And this is where you're second guessing yourself. And I'm not saying like 100%, I'm not saying you're second guessing the guy, but this voice that you just said, I feel like, and literally this is our first meeting, I've never seen you before, but I feel like I've heard this over and over again from you. I'm like a similar vibration. And so a lot of us have this. This is like the record skipping. In fact, we all do. So let's see. So we need to go back to the root to really get to what this is. What is this? Honestly, a lot of the similar things I just said to the previous person pertain to you. But let's see what else. Okay, so your question is about passion in the current job you're doing, and you said that it could be related to a mistake you made in the past. Is that right around the career question?
It's more of like I haven't really fulfilled my dreams yet because of many different reasons. But at the same time, I feel like I'm stuck on what I wanted to do, and instead of just maybe choosing it, since it's not working out at this very moment. Plus now, when I'm very happy that I'm in love, but at the same time, I'm a little worried that if I fully get into it, it will take away something from my passion that I want to pursue fully. Although I don't even have
it. So as a coach, one of the main things I work with people on is limiting belief. Your main limiting belief getting in the way is I can't have it all, but it sort of comes more like I'm just waiting for the left shoe to drop. So you have one good thing, and you've had many good things in your life. You have good friends. You have
that didn't last long.
You have lots of good things in your life, but it's like, when is the left shoe going to drop? And this also has to do with mother things, the mother theme with.
I kind of wonder if that's true, though. If they just said that, if she just said that, I don't know.
Wait, who is talking? Oh,
No
Vaughn.
idea.
Vaughn, I'm going to mute you. Vaughn just hopped on a second ago. Welcome, Vaughn. Okay. Anyways, let me get back to my train of thought. Do you have a vision of what your dream is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I was expecting you to say yes. Okay, great. So that's good. That's a good first step. Okay. So let me see. Okay. First of all, I'm giving you a little Reiki to your fifth chakra, your voice as well. This is like the thing that's holding you back. So this would actually be a longer coaching session to actually break down what are your fears and what do you think are the barriers standing in the way. But if I was going to nail the belief, that would be what it is. It's like there's this reason why you can't have it all. And even though you've had good things and you've had success and you've had money and everything like that, there's sort of like, I just can't hold it. Like I could have it, I just can't hold it for a very long time. So this is a belief that needs to be worked out in a longer process. I actually have a free belief change meditation on YouTube. So that might be a good place for you to start with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to do a little Reiki just because yours is kind of like longer. And so I want to just limit this. So I'm just going to give you a little healing where I think you need it the most right now. Now I want you to shut your eyes. And I just saw this beautiful rainbow, this beautiful sun. It's like a sun rainbow, like a sun with all the colors of the rainbow. And this is the energy of I can. And everybody who resonates with this, what I'm saying right now, just bring in this sunlight rainbow color of yes, I can. Just bring a little bit more of this vibration in. Yes, I can. And I'm just going to pause on this because the very thing that's stopping it from coming in is your mind. Like, okay, this is your homework. And this is for you, Cassia, and anybody else who resonates with this. You have this, I can't because blank. And just do a stream of consciousness. I can't because of blank. Like, I can't go out until it stops raining. I can't go out because it's too late. I can't blank because of blank. And so you could do this with smaller desires. But I just saw into your brain how it works. Like, I can't because blank. In your whole life, there's been so many of those stories around that. But your true vitality and your truth is, I can. So let's go back to that. Okay. That vision of taking in that rainbow sun of I can into the top of your head, and don't let any of those thoughts stop it. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Let it go all the way through you. And then take a breath when you feel complete with that little mini healing. And I know that information may take a little longer to regurgitate and to really sit on, actually. So I'm just going to leave it at that for now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, thank you. Let's all take a deep breath together and a deep thank you to the two ladies who have already gone for being so vulnerable. Let's inhale and exhale, giving lots of love from our heart for them being so vulnerable and putting themselves out there and doing the hard work. Okay, who would like to go next? Let me open up my gallery screen. Okay, I see. Okay, so I see the first two people I saw was Laura and Kim. Now, okay, go ahead, Laura. Let's do Laura. And then we'll do Kim, we'll do you next, okay?
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice purple lighting.
Thank you.
Okay, let me just set up my space. All right. Okay, so if I have permission to look at your energy, please say, I accept this healing.
I accept this healing.
Great, and how can I help you today?
My question is, where is best to invest my energy right now? And what blocks do I have that is what blocks do I have to work through to attract what I want?
Okay, let's start with the first one, okay?
Okay.
So is it possible you could give me like however many options you have, and then I'll like kind of rate them, which one comes up the highest and lowest?
Sure.
Okay, so what's the first one?
Where is best to invest my energy right now?
Yeah, I mean, do you have like a few options you could tell me? Like,
Oh yeah.
like where are you investing your energy right now?
I get it. So when I said that question, I was thinking romantically, love, creatively, career.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so romantic got 35%. Okay. Career, when you say invest in career, is that anything specific that you want me to?
Mostly like creative energies. I'm an artist.
Okay, that's like 70%. But if you want to break it down for me, I could help you if that makes sense. Or we could just go to the next one.
Okay, we can go to the next one. Like socially.
That actually came up really high too. Socially really feeds your soul. Yeah. That came up the highest actually.
Okay.
Socially, career, love. Yeah. The love thing, it came up pretty low. And this is that it's kind of like, well, I used to use this term like upstroke, like downstroke. And it's like kind of a downstroke for you, kind of like a bummer and making your energy heavy, where you actually really like to be light. And the other two things were brought this like lightness and glee and smile to your face. Not that the relationship's bad or anything. I'm not even looking at it from that perspective, but this is just like right now, right today, that's where your energy looks. Okay. I know you had a second part to your question. Let me just see if it's a really quick one so that I could get to one or two other people. Actually, do you mind if we just leave it at that? So
yeah, sure.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. All right, let's all take a big inhale, and on the exhale, let's send some love to Laura. Big hug from our heart to Laura. And thank you for being so vulnerable. And next, let's go to Kim. So Kim, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi.
Hi, there you are.
First off, I want to say that pretty much everything that you've been saying, it's almost like my questions have run out as this has progressed, because it's really been hitting everything. So this has been incredible. Even the meditation. I wrote down like 5 and everything's been touched upon, but slightly related. But one thing that I did sort of have remaining would be, I guess, big question in terms of life purpose. And then it was also, the previous question was asking, which area to focus on, but it's more about, I suppose, like groundedness in terms of, I'm new to a spiritual practice, at least just during COVID. This is all I've come to this. So I realize I spend a lot of my time either meditating or kind of going cosmic journeying and out. And so it's just sort of, I know that I have gifts that I need to share with the world. So it's a little bit of that, I suppose, looking for help with that disconnect in terms of functioning, in this 3D reality versus sort of the, heady beyond stuff.
Are you a Gemini?
No, I'm a Scorpio. Actually, my birthday was just Sunday.
Oh, wow. Happy birthday. Okay, great. Okay, so what is your question for me?
It's more about, I suppose, I don't know if it's necessarily what would be my blocks too, but in terms of, I have gifts that I do want to share with the world. I don't know if you have any perspective.
What do you want to tell me? So is your question like, if you told me what gifts, like if you listed a few of them, which one to pursue the most? Is that how I could best help you with your time? With your question? I'm trying to, blocks on your discovery.
Or I suppose then if it's more, I don't know if you can, in terms of overcoming, I suppose, the drive to sort of, as I was saying, sort of like, go beyond, because I've had, experiences. And so, pursuing that versus, I guess, either, groundedness, tips so that I can better connect in the human experience versus it, as I am early in this journey, as I said. So it's very attractive to, go off and have experiences, but.
Well, I got a yes to both of them. Okay, first of all, the reason I thought Gemini is because you are very like a balloon, helium floating off in your excitement and your you're talking. So I'm sure you have Gemini a lot in your chart somewhere. But anyways, okay. So also Geminis have a lot of ideas and they're all over the place. And so the Scorpio in you is very deep. And when you said explore the mystical and the spiritual, yes. And that actually looks like so exciting. It doesn't even look like you're doing it for a career, but it looks like you're doing it for your own passion and your own excitement. And you could totally, like, when you use the word, I'm going to use this word because I know you're not going to take offense to it, but like dork out on like things that like are just so abstract and out there, and you love it. Like you go in these like tunnels of like just going down and like hours going by and you're researching something. Yes, do that. I'm unsure I'm actually really answering your question, so help me out here. How can I best? Okay, we're going to clear the blocks on your creative and your career. Is that what you want a little bit of?
Yeah, sure. Honestly, like this is all good. So yeah.
You're like, you're ready. You're basically like on the precipice. Like you, so rather than most people I see kind of like the Nile River, you're kind of more like the cliff, and you're like leaning off, and you're like, okay, give me the paragliding thing so that I could just like float off. You're like, I'm ready. I don't need any training. Just like, give me the wings. Also, you have so much joy, and you have, okay. So you are at a really prime time because people are going to be really, I'm not like this is a new thing, but people right now, your energy is one that people are really drawn to you because you're easygoing, your lightheartedness, your joy, and your seeing people like the best in people. Basically, you are that person right now. That's what I'm seeing right now. I don't know who you were yesterday, but anyways, so you like balance. So both being around people and drawing people and, you know, doing that kind of stuff, and also like going on your own independent pursuits. It looks like you have cleared a lot of the barriers to doing that right now, specifically around like passion and purpose. So is that enough for you, do you think?
Yeah, that was fantastic. That was lovely. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. So let's all take a big breath in, and on the exhale, let's exhale and hug her and love her and say thank you to Kim for being vulnerable and bringing so much love and joy to the circle. And I have time for 2 minutes for a super quick last one. So super uber fasty. Let's see, I know Maddie, that I just want to make sure if any of the new people, Rachel, yeah, okay. Let's do a quickie, swicky one, okay? So if I have permission, go ahead and unmute yourself, sweetie. If I have permission to look at your energy, can I hear your full name? Oh, I'm sorry. That's usually what I say, but for now, if I have permission to look at your energy, please say I accept this healing.
I accept this healing.
Great. And how could I help you today?
I don't know if this is as quick as you're hoping, but I am really struggling with knowing if my career path that I've been on is ending and I need to go a different route. There's a lot of things that show both directions, but I've also never done anything other than this. I've been in the same industry for
What is it, if you don't mind me asking?
Event floral. So I did retail and now I do event floral.
Okay. Well, I think the best way I could help you right now is by working on your fear, which is held in your 5th chakra right now. So I'm just going to do a little Reiki kind of, because this fear is long-standing fear. This is the fear of not being okay. The world's collapsing on me. I see this, the root of this is when your parents were having struggles together. Like it looks like either like the energy of divorce or discontent with your parents. This is the root of this. So I'm just going to take a moment and do a moment of healing on this. Oh. That's my other healer. So in this healing, what I'm doing is I'm holding your little one and I'm saying it's going to be okay. Like no matter what happens on your extraneous circumstances, it's going to be okay. And I want everybody to shut your eyes because this is actually a really good one to end on, because I'm not only speaking to you, and thank you so much for asking this question, because then bringing this up, but this is everybody. I'm just going to take a moment, and I want everybody to go back to the age of anywhere from 1 to 7, wherever you feel like you need to be held. And you can imagine either me or your present time self or your higher self doing this. Just let this little one know it's going to be okay. No matter how much the parents are fighting, no matter how scary it feels inside, it's okay. You're going to be okay. You are going to be okay, my sweet one. You all look so sweet right now. You were all so pure and so innocent. Just see your little girl. See how sweet and adorable. Just really do whatever you can right now to let her know it's okay. It's okay. She's feeling this way. And it's going to be okay. It's going to work out. Like, things might be hard. Things might be scary. Things might be crappy at times, but you're going to be okay. And you are going to make it through this. And when you get through this portal, which could be whatever happens with the job or whatever happens with the parents fighting, if they're going to get separated or not, however responsible you feel for whatever is going on with them, just be a little easy on yourself, because I'm going to tell you something. It's not your fault. It never was your fault. It's really not. So anytime you ever thought that was your thought, that was going on in your family and in the world around you, just know now that it's not your fault. Take another few moments to hold your little one. Give her the love she really needs. And keeping your eyes shut, I want you to imagine that we're all coming together as a women's circle here. There's a lot of us because we all have the little ones and our present selves here. Let's just imagine we're sitting on the ground because we have to put our little ones down in front of us. And let's all, the adults, kind of put our arms around one another. And let's just feel the support from the woman on your right and the woman on your left. Send the supportive energy into the center. Into the centers where all the kids lie. Let's give them the love and the healing they deserve. So go ahead and send it. And at the same time, I want you to receive it. Send it and receive it. Just notice how your breath is really full right now. There's more space in your lungs right now because that's the energy of receptivity. I invite you to take your last 3 or 4 deep, full breaths. And then I want you to take a moment and think about what you're, in a moment, we're going to open our eyes and we're going to go our separate ways. So I want you to think about what you're leaving the circle with. Just the first thing that comes to mind. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Go ahead and unmute yourself. And I'm going to start with Maddie, and then I'm going to go around and we're going to say, the sentence is, I'm leaving here with, and it's a word or a phrase or a sentence. The first thing that comes to mind. Okay, so we'll start with Maddie, but everybody go ahead and unmute yourself. So I'm leaving here today with?
A sense of calm.
Great, thank you. And then Kim?
I'm leaving here with love.
Cassia? I know I said it wrong, I'm sorry.
I'm leaving here with loving support.
Kelly,
I'm leaving here with inspiration.
Jaco,
I'm leaving here with a love of humanity.
Delphina,
I'm leaving here fully supported.
Bon,
I'm leaving here with positivity.
great. Susan,
I'm leaving here with freedom.
Rachel,
I'm leaving here with an openness.
Lynera,
I'm leaving here with a sense of possibility.
Laura,
I'm leaving here with perspective.
cool. And Madeira, you could write in the chat what you're leaving here with. Deep breath. Whew. Things. So this is a big time of change right now with the eclipse coming and all that's happening in the world. So now more than ever, your service is needed in this world. And the second thing is that I truly believe that you do have the answers inside of you. And all it takes is a little guidance and some support to help you to get there. And so with that, I want to give you a big mama hug, a big hug, love, friend hug, whatever you want it to be. And this is my signing over and out hug. And hope to connect with you soon, one way or another. Okay, ladies, have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye.